Flaws and all, womanhood, sisterhood, and traveling through the worst hood, adulthood, conversation from a woman's point of view. This is the S.I.S Podcast.
Hey, sis!
Hey!
Welcome back to our second season. Can you believe it's the second season of S.I.S?
Season 2.
This season is called Relationships XX Exposed. One time for my unexposed dance squad members, Tuskegee Edition to you.
You know.
Girl, bye.
Ain't nasty.
So excited to be here with y'all, starting off this episode. And of course, I'm here. I'm your girl, Queez. I'll be hosting, and also here with my lovely sis ladies.
It's your girl, Jenny, a.k.a. Mrs. O'Neal. Address me properly.
Okay.
Girl. And it's your girl, Tiwa, the livest sis, a.k.a. everybody's favorite TT.
Hey, y'all. It's Phenomenal Fee, your travel expert. Yeah.
Very demanding.
Hey y'all, I'm your girl
Every
Quell,
single
and I'm happy to be back for another season of S.I.S.
Come on, Mrs. Big Daddy Drake.
Big
That's your name.
Right. And she over there talking about, with a tongue out. Girl, good night.
Wait for the twerk later. For those of you who are new to this, welcome. Where you been at, sis? You've been missing all the fun.
That part.
But for y'all who have been here, I'm happy to see you back, sis. Come on in. As you see, we good and comfy. So sit on down and relax with y'all as we get into this new episode of Sex in College. So you think you grown now, huh? Grown? Okay.
I am grown.
We gonna get into this
Now.
grownness then. So let's go ahead and set the mood.
Alright.
So, leaving high school for many people, it's the first taste of liberation. I'm grown now. I'm out here feeling myself. I ain't no child no more.
Daddy, I'm free.
Right. Like, get behind me, mama. I'm doing my own thing. And with those feelings of just being ready to go to school, you all packed up, you're about to have some new experiences. But when you enter college, you have this misleading thing of, I'm an adult now. I know what I'm doing. My mama ain't here no more. I ain't got to answer to her. But,
You really don't know shit.
Right.
You a player, though.
You think you grown?
Especially when it comes to sex. And that's what we're going to talk about today.
Let's talk about
Let's
it.
talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. That's all I got.
Let's get into it. All right, y'all. So we're gonna play a game. I know y'all.
Girl,
know
a
this.
game.
Yes, we're gonna play a game.
Okay, here we go.
So y'all
We
got-
playing games now.
Y'all already have y'all. I'm gonna slide right on up.
Okay.
And so we're gonna start with. Were you a virgin in college? So
need to know
before
Dang.
we start asking questions to them individually, y'all go ahead and put in the comments what you think the answer for Jenny's gonna be, T. Wolfie, and Quell, and myself.
And don't be petty neither, because
Y'all know my life.
Yeah.
and I do respond.
Some of
Yeah.
y'all already know the answer, so if you know the answer, just go and put your answer down there. But anywho,
Just mind your business.
not too much. So Jenny, were you or were you not a virgin when you first went to college? Don't answer.
Oh.
What y'all think?
Oh,
gonna
okay.
say-
So we gon' I got you.
Oh, I already know that answer. Hell no.
Yes.
First of all, that's too much.
We said we wasn't doing that. We said we wasn't doing that.
We did say not too much.
My answer would have been yes, because I ain't know you like that, Jenny. I thought you was a sweet girl.
I am a sweet girl.
Lies.
I did.
Lies.
You know what? You're
I
doing
said
a whole
yes
lot
for
right now,
theatrics, but
it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
I still be trying to figure out how she got friends.
Everybody flip your answers over.
Okay.
Yes, no. We got.
Yeah, I
is
put
it- Okay, we
yes.
got 3 no's and a
Yeah,
yes.
this the ghetto nigga rig version, but you know.
Do all it. So, Jen, what's your answer? Were you a virgin or no? People want to know.
I'm humble, very demure. Y'all not gonna
Good
play
night.
me.
Zoom in on this.
Listen, all my babies was in, married and all that.
Is
type
it
of
yes or no, child?
But no, I was not a virgin.
Somebody
Thank you.
somebody
Thank
here.
you. Thank you.
Okay, so
Clearly, that's why my niece is in the oven now.
Mind your
from
business.
college. Okay, so Tiwa.
I'm not.
So Tiwa, The question for her is, was she a virgin in college?
I feel like everybody ought to know the answer to that one.
See, she want to put me out there. It's a hell to the no.
Oh, Lord.
No.
Well,
That's all right, because I feel like they already know that anyway.
it's a no across the board.
Yeah. I at least had one yes.
Okay, here we come into the mysteries. So, Fee, for our girl Fee here, do you think she was a virgin in college when she first got to college? Yes or no?
So am I answering like I don't know the answer?
Why would you do that?
Oh, okay.
Just give a yes or no.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's just a yes or no.
because
You ain't gotta give her backstory.
Okay, are y'all?
Knows, and
Because y'all
yes.
can do math. That's
Hey, that's what I'm
because our
saying. Like, I know how to
because my daughter old.
I know how old my niece is, so.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, you backtracking.
And see, that goes back to if you actually watched the seasons before. So if you roll it back,
You would
and
know the
in
answer.
season 1,
You
Right.
already know
what
the
that
answer.
is.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah, you would.
but you know, everybody don't pay attention. This is why you gotta go to school. So
Not this one. I'm not about to play
And
with
my
her.
niece top of her class, y'all know, and she honor
is
student.
Dean's
all
List,
right.
graduate in May.
About to graduate this spring from another HBCU.
yeah, and all no shame, no. I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is. So Quail, for our girl Quail, last one. Was she or was she not a virgin in college? I'm gonna say no. We got another no. We got a yes.
My baby
I'm
came
just so
to-
optimistic.
She came to school with a man. Okay, so that should let you know what
We
it is.
split. We split. Okay, we're gonna get to the info. Okay, last but not least, we're gonna see for me.
Wait, but were you or no?
I didn't get to answer.
Right.
You don't answer yourself.
Oh.
We was answering to see if you was a virgin. I'm gonna get to the part where you're gonna tell us if you were and confirm.
I'm sorry.
We're not confirming.
We didn't. Go back.
So we thought we was
All right.
on that flow.
Yeah.
Because I'm
You
giving
right.
the people time. It's okay, y'all.
Say this
It's
why we
fine.
don't play games, Tyler. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I didn't give clear instruction in the beginning. It's
Right,
fine.
I didn't know
We're
all
just
the
gonna keep it
rules.
going. Okay, so for me, do you think I was a virgin or was I not a virgin when I went to college? I know some of y'all little haters in the background. Y'all thinking, oh, I already know we wasn't a virgin, but you know, you never know.
I'm just
Hold on
always
now.
so
Wait a minute.
optimistic.
To the answers for those who did not hear when they were already giving their answers. Jenny, were you a virgin when you went to college?
No, I was not.
Ooh. Okay, so since you wasn't a virgin, so how did it feel having sex in college versus how it was in high school?
I mean, like, I lost my virginity like mad young, you know? And so even though I was young, I was always like just sleeping with whatever boyfriend I had at that time. And, you know, I was a serial, like, 3 months, I'm bored. You know, young, immature child. I be bored, child. I'm a Cancer. I get real bored real easily.
I
And
was just about to ask. That
it's
is
like
giving
keep my
Sagittarius
attention.
energy.
Very
It
much
keep my
so.
attention. After that, it be giving ick. I got the ick. So once I get the ick, time to move the fuck on. Oh, sorry. But so it would be like you don't have. I feel like those who maybe stay with the same person throughout, they got the chance to like really explore different type of things. Whereas though mine was like maybe a couple times with the same person and be like,
Yeah.
on to the next. Oh, you know, on to the next. Whereas though, like I feel like when I got to college, the person that I was with, he wasn't the oldest person I was with because I like old men, child. Even though my man not that old, but I like older men, and you know he was an older man, and I think he made me explore myself sexually in a way that I had never explored myself because I felt like you exploring yourself is a dirty thing, you know, growing up in
Right.
the church and stuff.
Yeah.
So it felt like you're not supposed to do certain things, and he was just like, "No, get with that shit."
Oh.
And I was like,
Okay, Diddy.
"Oh, okay." And he like, yeah, and I was just like,
Oh, yeah, he was real grown.
well, you know,
Grown.
listen. So it was just like the floodgates open from there, and
Literally.
yeah, literally.
No pun intended.
So that's when you ever heard the saying "dick whipped"? I was dick whipped in college,
wow.
baby. Woo! Yeah, that shit fucked my head up, but that's another episode. So
I think we all had that experience. Especially if you had a little country dick. Now, I'm just telling you, it's different. That country dick is different.
Well, that segues us to you. So,
Yeah.
Were you a virgin in college?
No, I absolutely was not.
Okay.
Not in the least bit.
Absolutely.
Right.
not in the least bit.
Not to say there's anything wrong with going to college at first.
At all.
Yeah, absolutely
I actually
not.
highly recommend that if you are a virgin, remain a virgin because,
Yeah.
baby, once it's gone,
You can't get it back.
granted,
No.
sex. Once you figure it out, you get some good dick. Now, I'm telling you,
Kimora,
it's great.
wait a
It's
minute.
amazing.
Right.
However, hold on to it as
Trying.
long as you possibly can.
Nah, because you
baby,
see the other part you just talking about.
I'm just-
Right.
Tell me when you
It is, but
Right.
I'm just saying, I had a friend that, she actually maintained her virginity until we were like the age
But
of,
girl, we asked about you.
20.
Indeed.
Right, sorry. And I was like, and she wanted to lose it so bad, and I was like, girl, it's not that deep.
Well, that leads us into your high school experience versus when you got in college. So how was that?
So high school, I was a little. Oh yeah, I was a little freako. You know what I'm saying, in high school. But I was very discreet. I've always been very discreet with my freakiness. Like, I don't think that I was afraid to explore because I was kind of always into like different things. I want to try this. I want to try that. I want to do this. I want to do that. Let's see what this be like. Let's see how this feel. Right. So I always explored. So I really thought I knew what I was doing. But girl, when I got to college and I had some of that country dick,
Lord.
I thought I knew, but then he taught me I didn't know nothing. Okay? He freaked me out for real.
Oh, not freaked you out, girl.
Oh yeah, he turned me all the way out for real, for real. And then I learned what
It's
having
that
sex
island
was
that
about.
get you like, woo.
Yeah, I learned what really having sex was all about. I'm telling you, if you ain't never had country dick, and for all y'all that's had country dick,
Oh my God.
it'll change your life, honey. It'll change your life.
That is what's wrong with us, but I'm just saying. From her experience.
Right. Right.
So what about you, Fee? Were you a virgin in college?
So I was not a virgin in college. I actually came to college with a child, so I definitely wasn't a virgin.
Shout out to the Grease
Definitely
kids.
very professional.
What I will say is I didn't really have. I was so stuck on like trying to be like perfect and not having another child because that's what the statistic was that I really didn't explore myself sexually. Like I got pregnant the first time I had sex.
Damn.
So yeah. So to have that experience and then turn around
The first
and
time? Very first.
yeah.
Not like second first, but
No.
first.
Virginity lost
Right.
and got a
baby.
Damn.
People think it can't happen.
Yeah, but it can definitely happen.
Okay.
So for me, like in high school, I was not having sex with people. Like, I mean, I had sex with my baby daddy, but like outside of that, I can only think of like maybe 2 or 3, if that, like people that I actually like allowed to touch me. And I'm still like, I've been like that probably forever. When I got to college, then that's when I met Craig. So, and that was 2 weeks after we started school. And I ain't let nobody touch it since then. Now we did break up one good time now. But
Listen,
outside of
you
that, like,
That's Craig and Felicia for people who don't know. The authentic.
Yeah, I mean, we did separate once while we were in college for a couple of months or whatever. He did his own thing. I did my own thing. I will say, like, exploring myself after that, like, college and high school was completely different. In high school, it was, you know, little minute men.
That's because you sneaking.
You sneaking to have sex,
get
right?
that
Right, but once you get in college, it's just like, I just remember being like stuck in these dorms, like trying to hide in the dorms because I wanted to stay in there
and
with.
get that blown out.
Y'all nasty.
That's when you know how to really throw it back.
Yeah, I kind of like learned like what I did like and stuff like that, and then of course during our break trying to figure out my body even more and like just what I actually want. I can definitely say sex from high school and college not the same, and sex as a grown-ass woman now, definitely not the same. Right,
Very,
definitely
very
not
different.
the
So
same.
basically, sis, you was like a serial monogamous, like they like Tay Diggs in The Best Man.
Kind of, sort of. It's kind of crazy though, because you would think like, oh, she the one that got the child, so she must be doing X, Y, and Z.
Right.
But I really wasn't like that. Like once I find like loyalty and I find myself being loyal to somebody, like, yeah, I lock in, and then
That's
know.
very alternate Sagittarius energy.
Ain't it though? But
It's
no,
like the
but I did break up with niggas a lot. Like, don't get it twisted. Like my whole memo, that's when she mentioned like the whole 3-month thing and then getting tired. That's when I would be like, okay, you know what? After 3 months, I was ready to break things off. Hell, I tried to break up with Craig after 3 months. I did.
And he said no.
And he was like, no. You know, but for me, it's always been like that. But I didn't, just because I was with him, I wasn't doing stuff with other people. I really wasn't. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So, Quinn, same question. Were you a virgin in college?
No, ma'am, I was not. But I was a prom girl. I broke my virgin in prom. So that was like right before college.
You such a storybook
That's very Disney Channel. That's very Disney. That is very
I
Disney.
had in my mind how I wanted to go.
Oh, good.
Okay.
And I think that is how it should be, though. Because the standards are so low.
Yeah.
Yeah, these kids don't even try to make it special. Like, in the card? What? No,
Love and
girl.
basketball. Hold on.
You
Did you do
did.
like Did you do like love and basketball and play Maxwell?
Special at all.
That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, I was a prom.
That's cute.
A prom virgin breaker.
Yeah.
And then when I came to college with him, and it was the same because it was the same person. So it really wasn't a difference.
You don't feel like his game upped from high school
No,
to college?
ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. We're going to hold on to that then.
Same shit.
Ooh.
When we go out, step the game up.
Damn, we're gonna keep it up. You can't keep it real with your sisters.
Listen,
Right.
you got that
Right.
right. Step your game up.
It was the same.
Yeah.
But it's because he looked at you and he didn't see the evolution in you. And so he felt like he just, comfort.
Drop a word. Okay.
Yeah, it's the comfort level. When they get comfortable
Beep a
with
message.
you, they don't try to explore and do different
That's
things
true.
because they just
That
like,
is
oh, this
true.
just Quill,
That's
or
true.
this just Squeeze or whatever. But
That's
we're looking
true.
for more.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for me answering the question, for some of y'all haters, y'all probably already said, oh, yeah, she was doing everything in high school. Actually, I was a virgin.
Boom. I know
I said that.
Yes, like,
If you was a hater,
Because I had plenty of them that was like, oh yeah, because I was in the cheerleading squad and I had all these friends. I was popular. I was prom queen. I had all these things going on in high school. And no, ma'am. Now, sexual activities like, playing the little hand games or whatever. We did the
I mean,
outer
Everybody did.
everybody did
But not the inner core.
We did the
popping in the movie theater. He's finger popping in the movie,
All right, the little.
But as far as like actually having a sexual encounter, I did not have sex until I got into college. And then like I met the person that I had my sexual experience with. I met him when I got there like September. So school started with August.
Oh, you met him fresh in.
Yeah, it was literally
The same way?
around the same week of Labor Day. And so I was supposed to go on a trip with my friends. With my friends at the time, and I ended up getting left because I couldn't find my debit card. I had went to a party that night, couldn't find my debit card, so I was like, okay, well,
And they ain't had no virtual wallet back then.
we did not. We did not. This is 2006.
The struggle.
So they like, okay, well, you got your money, we gonna leave you. And I was like, oh, and I was sad.
That's how you
And
know that
he
ain't
was
your
like,
Damn, yeah, that wasn't your friend. That wasn't your
we've all
friend,
grown
sis.
from there, but progressing on. That's when I had met him at the cast, and he was just like, talking to me or whatever, because he was trying to get another girl that was one of my friends. And so, but I wasn't interested in him. We were just talking, and we just talked the whole night.
That's how they
like,
get you.
we
That
talked,
is
like,
how they
That's
get
how
you.
they
girl.
get you.
That is how they get you.
Talk you out your damn
And
bra.
bro.
Hello. Talk to them.
Let me just put the tip in.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, no, it didn't happen that night. I will say that it did not happen that night, but that's just how I met him. Like we went to the valley, we spent all night together, and that's how I like developed that love for him. And then a few months later, it was like November. I was trying to make it to my birthday. I was like, if I can make it to my birthday, I at least feel like I accomplished it. Then make it. November.
Did not.
The emotion and the
Didn't
connection
make
was
it.
too strong. And when
Yeah.
I say he was a perfect gentleman, it was like the perfect person.
Okay for you.
Yes.
I know. Dang, I was sneaking. I was sneaking. I couldn't even
He was
enjoy
literally
it.
like, am I hurting you? I'm gonna stop because I think I'm hurting you.
Well, you know what? Even though I
One
was
time for the one time. Okay, well, yes,
I get that.
Yeah.
I'm like, even though I was a little freak code, when I lost my
hate
virginity,
her.
my first, I mean, I freaked after that because, but, my first time, he carried me, took care of me. He was very, I'm glad you had that experience. Having a gentleman for the first time is.
That
That's why you
is.
should wait.
Can I have my first time
actual
again?
gentleman instead of a gentle boy?
Yeah.
Anybody else got first time stories that y'all want to share real quick?
Nah, girl, I was sneaking. My mama ended up finding out I had sex because she was over listening. Y'all remember when parents used to be having they would listen on the phone.
Yeah.
So you gotta try to click to see if it'll click over, and if it don't click over, you know that your mama listening. Child, mama heard me say all kind of dirty shit. I didn't know what I was saying. She took me to the doctor the next day. I cannot make this up. Yes, to get a pregnancy test, to get STD test, and all that. Exactly. And
No.
the crazy part is the test came back negative because, of course, it was the next day that she heard. But I was definitely pregnant. Like, yeah. Remember, I got pregnant.
Oh yeah, after the first time.
See, them Gen Zers don't know nothing about that having, the click over, listen
I literally lost my virginity
Not my
and
earring
got
to fill
snitched
up.
on.
Dang.
Yes, because I had hickeys all over my neck and I was supposed to babysit the next day.
Oh,
And the person who I was babysitting for, apparently, she went and told my damn mama. I come home from school.
Well, you shouldn't have told her anyway.
Listen, I come home from school and Kimberly's supposed to be at work. I didn't see her car parked outside, so I'm just giving I literally turned the kid in the house. She's sitting at that damn computer with that evil look like. And I said, oh, shit. I already knew what was going down. She said, sit. And my mama don't cuss. She's a church lady. She said, sit your ass down. I said, oh, fuck. She know.
Yes, she knows.
Listen.
The Jesus.
And I thought I was home free because my daddy is Nigerian, honey.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you something. He don't play that shit. And so I was thinking like, well, if Kimberly know, as long as he don't know, I'm still safe.
Yeah.
She was giving, you gonna tell your daddy. Ooh. And I was like, oh my God.
Not you gonna tell me.
I'm literally. And when I told him, child, I literally was like breaking down. He said, did you kill somebody? And I was like, no. He said, what the hell wrong with you, girl? Like, and I was just like, I'm not a virgin anymore. He said, well, between you and your mama, I expected that. I said, well, damn.
Well, damn.
I was like,
Dang, Daddy did you like that? Daddy didn't do me like that.
well, you also were 14.
Oh, yeah,
I was
sure.
14 years old.
Yeah, Daddy didn't do me like
So he was
that.
giving, you and your mama with your bullshit. Like, I expected that. He ain't hit the roof until he was like, so what happened? And I was like,
You gonna really tell the story?
no, I'm not going to tell the full story because I don't need to know all that.
Because I was going to say.
It was like, I wrapped it. I should have known the lie right there. He was just like, in my house?
Oh no!
In this house? I said, oh shit, why did I tell him that part?
Right.
He said, call that little boy now. Right now, daddy number. Daddy. And I'm like, but daddy, why?
But daddy, why? That's why.
Anybody with African parents know she done messed up.
Yeah.
He said, the house that I bet. You want to go and spread your... Well done. Well done. Don't worry. He said, if it's up to me, you're going to Nigeria. That's it. Straight
out.
Girl, shipped out.
Crying shame.
Well, since y'all all gave me those answers, so during your young adult sexual experience, we're talking about college now.
Okay.
How was it learning your body sexually? So I'm gonna start with T with this time.
Oh Lord.
In your young adult college body.
In my young adult college body.
Yeah, you with this older man you was telling us about earlier.
Well, I mean, he wasn't that much older, child. He was just a year older. He wasn't that much older, you know what I'm saying? He was just, pretty much the same age, but he was more experienced, than me. I don't know, something, I guess country people, the country niggas, they be starting having sex early, so he knew way more than I did.
They
so
practice a lot. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was.
They
That's what
nobody mad at
Yeah, listen.
They just practice.
So he really taught me how kind of had already been because I was a little. I should have known I was gonna be a freak because I was one of them little girls that used to sneak and watch BET Uncut in the middle of the night.
But everybody did. That didn't make you no freak.
And like,
Everybody used to watch that.
Swipe that credit card down the booty.
Okay, all of that. Yeah, when Nelly did, all of that. And that, and I used to love to watch the sex scenes in Pretty Woman and all of that. Too. So yeah, I should have known.
True.
But
Sex in the City, and it didn't even have no sex in it. I'm just like, bruh.
And sex daggone sure don't be like the movies.
Okay.
not at all.
Bamboozled.
But he really taught me like different things to explore with my body because we tried different things. Like we would have what we called the red light special.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we had like legit. We changed. Granted, you in a dorm room, so I'm in the dorm room. So change the light bulb, and put a little. She put the light. And it was literally red light, and then like we would try different. You know, what I'm saying then we would play. This is when before Trey Songz was doing. We knew all the stuff he was doing, but this is when Trey Songz.
No, Trey
was like,
Songz definitely.
This right here is your panty dropper.
Okay, sorry.
And so we're dropping.
He really
For sure.
taught me different things to explore my body because that's when I really found out what it is that I liked and like what it is that I prefer because he would do different things to me and try different things like with me and like we had great and amazing sex. We really did.
Okay, so that's safe to say that you weren't like scared. Like were you able to like express yourself?
No, actually because he was my first love. So I said I was a little freak hoe in high school, but I really didn't think that I could fall in love. Funny enough, I actually prayed to God before I went to college, like, God, I want to fall in love. I want to be in love because everybody else had boyfriends. They was all in love. And I was like, I didn't get it. You know what I mean? I was like, it's so many different niggas out here. I'm like, I would literally have a different nigga every 3 weeks because it would just be like, get on my nerves. You get on my nerves. There was like, I did have boyfriends and stuff here and there, but I just never fell in love. So be careful what you pray for. Okay, careful what you pray for because you just might get it. Okay, and so
I think you don't get it either.
All right.
I fell in love, for the first time. He was my first love, and I was so comfortable with him because I trusted him. I was vulnerable with him. I told him everything. We talked about everything. Like, he was legit like my best friend. I would wake up in the morning, want to see him smile and all of that, go to sleep with him every night.
Well, I remember that feeling.
Left my dorm room, was staying in his dorm room, you know what I mean, all the time. So it was like, I was locked in.
You feel grown.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a mini,
He
like.
used to pick me up, take me, like, when I did have to go back to my dorm room to get clothes, he would take me, drive me there, all of that. So, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, walk
very
of shame
comfortable.
is deep, child.
No.
Get you a ride.
He saved me from many walks of shame.
Yeah,
he
get
saved
you a
me
ride.
from many walks of shame.
So Quell, you already kind of gave us a small overview of how your young adult sexual experience went with the guy that you had your first time during prom. But how was it learning your body through that sexual experience?
I don't feel like I was able to. I feel like I had to be so conservative and just like in college I didn't even have sex with all my clothes off.
What? How did
I
that happen?
likes to be naked,
Right.
Yeah, she
Right,
do.
because
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying? So it really matters, like who you giving it
Yeah.
to. Like,
Right.
How that work?
You in a place.
So you feel like you were in like wifey mode, but like.
Yeah.
Oh, you just took your panties off, but you had everything on up top.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I'm trying to figure out how that. Okay.
You can't even really find your sexy like that.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So it sounds like you were kind of afraid to like express yourself.
Yes, I didn't feel comfortable. I feel like I was like in a shell or like hiding myself or whatever.
That's what happened when a man don't make you feel safe.
Yeah.
Right, like you think
Facts.
you grown, like you said, you just doing what grown people do.
But you're missing the element of that connection that you're supposed to have.
Intimacy.
Yeah, the intimacy.
Right. And I don't feel like it's fair for women or young ladies because as a boy or a man, they because they want to.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
Absolutely. Or supposed to enjoy the experience.
Right.
Well,
We
yeah.
was just talking
Anyway.
about how they say like, when we was in school or whatever, head was not a thing. It was like
Yeah.
these little boys didn't want to do that.
Absolutely.
Now they giving what their mouth do.
Right.
Yeah.
in the videos.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
know about that. I ain't had that problem. You know what I'm saying? He was very, very giving.
Well, you were blessed.
Right. That's how
Rare.
what I like because then I was like, oh.
Yeah.
This leg go this way, this leg go that way.
Right.
Oh, I like this. Oh, I need more of this.
So what about you, Fee?
I think for me, like, I can honestly say back then it was more of just having sex. There were moments where it was like the intimacy part of it, but as a college student, that wasn't the tone. You know, like you said, the red light special could come out. The music just back then, y'all know the music was different. The music will put you, I'm gonna put you to bed. Yeah, literally. Like, the music was really like a tone setter. I think I was comfortable enough in my relationship then too, and I remember vividly having a conversation like stopping while doing it, like, hey, how do you like this? Does this feel good to you? What about when I do this? Like actually trying to figure out like what pleased my partner and vice versa. I remember like having that conversation because I wanted to know more about what I actually liked.
That's very mature.
That is very mature.
Man, I've been mature all my damn life. I just want to be a hoe. I'm just kidding.
Very mature.
Well, that pretty much answers my question because I was gonna say,
Yeah.
were you confident while having the experience?
Yeah, I definitely was confident in high school, and even like into my early 20s. Like, I was very confident in sex. Like, it just was, it was college versus like what I know about my body now, and like how I have tapped into that bit, and that is different. It's different. It's different.
Craig said not too much.
Top tier.
Top tier. Top tier.
Okay, and Jenny,
Oh,
what about you?
What was the question?
The question was.
Ooh, that pregnancy brain.
It's fine. It's okay. She knew the question, but she didn't tell you. So during your young adult sexual experience, how was it learning your body then, like sexually?
I think so. In the first relationship that I had, where it's like I felt like that love or whatever, I felt so insecure because of the person that I was with, and it didn't feel like we doing this together thing. It was just like, you figure it out and then we gonna come back and then you make me feel better. It was a very, I think, selfish type of thing. And in his selfishness, it made me feel insecure. Like I wasn't good enough. And
Well,
so
he wasn't shit anyway.
that part. So it wasn't until I got out of that, and I felt like it was like I was in my revenge period. Because you think like, if this dude, I'm just gonna be a hoe. Like, and honestly, and that's what I did. I kind of like shut off my emotions, and I was just like, I'm just gonna, and it's gonna be about me, because it wasn't. It was never about me. It was always about what does he want?
Right. Yeah.
And so once I kind of like was able to distance myself from that, it's like now I want to figure out what do I want.
Right.
And baby, listen, there was this one man who was chasing me since first day of freshman year, and baby, I finally gave him something, and I was like, damn, I should have given it to you from the beginning.
Look, nothing like that go back. Nothing like that go back. When you go back,
Right.
Listen,
That thought and bopping period.
it was.
That thought and bopping period.
It was.
I hate y'all because I missed that whole era. Like all through college, bro.
It was
my
him
own college though. For you.
who made me
Okay.
feel like, oh, now I can really explore my sex.
Yeah.
Because he made me feel so sexy.
Right.
Like I was just like, oh, it's supposed to be like this.
Right.
And I was like, it was just like I said, they didn't really give head, but baby, that he was like, I just want, and I was just like, I get it.
He wanted to make you feel
Weird child. When he did that, I got you some pussy. All your hard work. Listen, because you put in work.
Now that's good. When the head's so good, it make you beg for the dick.
It's like, it was
I need you to
literally
feel
like,
this.
if the head
Hello.
is this good,
Yeah.
I know the gang got to be bomb. And baby, it matched energy, honey. Let me tell you.
Nah.
I was just like, I got to try some new things myself. What you trying to do? What we doing next?
Listen, that ain't always true, because I done had some where the head game, first of all, he
It
was
compensate,
fine.
overcompensate.
The head game was immaculate, dick good, even curved. You know what I'm saying? You know what it did with the curve?
Oh, sorry.
You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he looked like that,
That curve
he
thing you
looked
put
like he
curve.
looked.
Yes,
gave head like he did, but when it came to the dick was garbage. I'm talking about basura, trash.
Garbage.
I said, ain't no mother. Wait, ain't
You got them that you can't even count the notch on the belt because they be getting
Ain't
waste.
no way. You got all of that good head. And you got all that dick and don't know what to do with it. I said, that's a shame. That's a shame.
Get to somebody else who know to do it. I mean,
I said, that's
snatch it
terrible.
off. Get to somebody else. You just wasted
Crying
time.
shame.
Yeah, I'm like,
What was the Lord thinking?
Listen.
I'm sorry. I don't have
The
no
Lord
mistake.
thinking.
It ain't-
You know what I'm saying? It's some folks who just like,
my thought and bopping child. My thought and bopping trial. I learned all dick ain't created equally.
well,
Nah.
And no shade to y'all Cali men, but that's why I don't bang with y'all men.
All good dick ain't
we
created
love
equal.
y'all. Some of y'all.
Not the same.
That light skin is an
Hold on.
And he was light skinned too.
Hold on.
And he was light skinned. Sorry,
All
light
light
skinned.
skin are not created
know, I don't
equal,
talk
so we do
about-
understand that there's some
It's some
folks
light
that
skins.
still-
It's probably, but
I mean,
If you married on this podcast, is your husband light skinned?
mine is.
Your man is not light skinned.
girl.
Okay, boyfriend is not light skinned.
Yes, he is.
No,
And
he is
got
not.
red hair and hazel eyes.
He
What do you
is
call
peanut
that?
butter, not light skinned.
He is light skinned with.
No, he
You
not.
should see his mama.
He
You
not
know what?
light-skinned.
I'm pressing on because I want to know. She about to upset me, and I ain't got time. So I want to know something real juicy.
Oh God.
Have you ever faked it?
Oh God, I done gave Oscar performances. You hear me?
I
I'm
hate
talking about
y'all.
Halle Berry worthy performances. All right, I made that man feel like he was doing something special.
I
Wasn't
hate y'all.
doing
See, that's when the lights go off and you be in there like, God, if you don't just hurry the fuck up, bro, because what the hell? You wasting my time.
Like not you watching the paper.
No, I stopped.
Yeah, I've
the
done
nigga
that.
before.
I literally be in the dark like,
You stop them.
Yes.
You stopped them.
Yes. I do not.
I've done that too.
Yeah, I cannot participate. I'm not a liar, so. No, for real. The truth will set me free. Yeah, I am a Sagittarius all day long. So if it don't hit right, then
We gonna get on though.
yeah, we're gonna go ahead. Thank you. I appreciate
I done tapped before.
maybe
Tap
appreciate the
See, but being a Pisces,
or maybe I don't appreciate the services actually, but nonetheless, like yeah, I ain't faking nothing to
appreciate
make nobody feel special.
return to sender.
I don't lie to
Return
lie.
to sender.
I don't lie a whole lot. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know, I think water signs we a little more, in tune to the emotional aspect, and we don't want to be hurting people's feelings like that. And you know, men,
Death by fire.
men,
You don't want her.
yeah,
Death by fire.
You know.
But
yeah.
see, low key, when
Women don't do that. Learn
because
this
when
is
you-
a cautionary
But I
tale.
do communicate, like, cause I'm an over communicator. So if I didn't like something, I'd be like, so can we talk about this? Like, I didn't really like that feeling, or maybe you should
So
try
mature.
this,
You
or
bring it back.
Okay.
or can you push your, can you thrust
Sis,
this
you
way
really been
instead?
grown all your life.
All my life, I'm sorry, all my life,
You been
I had
grown
fight.
all your life.
All my life.
I really feel like we've
I would
been
not have
taught
known
as
that in
women,
my
like,
20s.
in our generation, where it's just kind of like your job is to satisfy the man.
Yeah, but no, I want
It
to
wasn't
be
about your
satisfied.
satisfaction.
right.
So it's like, as long as he busting that, you did your job, and you
Yeah.
be like, well, I guess he busted, so it's cool. I didn't know I was supposed to feel
Yeah.
good until he said, baby, it's about you. I said,
Yeah.
is it?
Well, see, I knew I was supposed to feel good because I used to watch the movies. I'm like, well, she be enjoying this.
Yeah,
I'm
she
like,
always
I'm like,
doing
it's something. I'm like, and if
Yeah.
it ain't feeling
But we all
like
know you
that,
can fake it and still make the noise.
Here's the question.
No, I can't, because my mental is so strong. Where if I'm not into it, baby, is no action for you,
It's
my
giving
guy.
crickets.
Yeah,
We
like
already
it's,
established you a different breed.
oh yeah, okay.
rare breed.
Well, I can relate though, because by me having my first sexual experience with, in college, with this guy who was very, very in tune with me, I
Yeah.
didn't ever have to fake it. I explored a lot. I
Yeah.
learned a lot. I learned a lot about me that I didn't even know was there. I was like, child, whole freak flag fly. I
Right.
know it was a possibility.
Nigga, did I just
What is that tingle I feel?
Is my leg supposed to shake like that?
Right.
Am I supposed to be paralyzed?
Can you check my pulse, please?
Is my toe supposed to cramp to the left?
I mean, I'm laying here, but I can't move.
Roll back.
Like,
I just had an out about experience.
that fireworks I saw in
Shut it.
But did I see my body floating outside of me?
Right, because experience. I mean, just having that experience, but
Yeah.
on down the road when I had those times I thought I was gonna fake it, but just the Sagittarius in me would not let me. It was just
It
like,
won't.
can you move right here? Can you do this?
Yeah.
Okay, you know
Or
what?
the position, or just
I think what time is it? I gotta go ahead and go.
yeah. That
It was
part.
kind of like one of those.
Dang.
Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
I should have been doing that. It took me.
Yeah,
it took me to
stop making.
It took me to being a grown girl in my
Girl.
30s to get there.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I went through a lot in my 20s,
I
child.
had I feel like a half an orgasm.
I
Half.
Yeah.
But
Like
when
you
I met
started-
Big Daddy,
Did that drink?
nothing like
You better say that about your man, girl.
That's that country dick. Come on, Big Daddy Drink. Come on now. But no, I definitely feel you, because that's how I feel like when I met my husband. Like, shout out to Javon. But he really cared about my happiness. Like, it was giving down, baby, like, what I got to do to make you happy. And I was like, it's about me. He's like, it's about both of us. So I'm like, oh, hey, like,
Yeah. But
I'm
honestly,
glad you happy, but that's my brother, and I just got the cringe.
that's your business.
and when hindsight 2020, I really think that most of us didn't have like that experience sexually in college, because sex is really an emotional thing. You know, and until you like really become an adult and you realize that you need safety and security and all these other aspects
100%.
that allow you to be completely vulnerable sexually with someone. So most of the time you're not getting that experience in college.
Yeah.
But once you come out of it and you learn who you are, what you want, what you expect out of a relationship, then it transcends your actual sexual experience.
100%.
So yeah.
And that's a great segue to our last question for this episode. I'm gonna give this one to Tiwa and Fee. Y'all decide who go first. So, what advice do you wish you could give your younger self, as well as some of our younger viewers out there that might be getting ready to go to college and have these sexual experiences? What advice would you give them about a sexual experience as a young adult in college?
I'll go first because Fee gonna outdo me. So let her
Girl, what?
Let her be the final one.
I'm just gonna give you a demure answer.
Yeah, she's so grown and professional. Like, her answer gonna be all
Oh my God.
proper. Let me go first.
You got this.
Okay. So the advice I would give to younger ladies and to my younger self back then is to, if you're a virgin, first of all, choose you, please. Okay, keep your virginity as long as you can. Seriously, sex is great. All right, I'm not gonna lie. When it's good, when you get it right, but it's when you get it right, right? So, and the reason that I say that is because your body is important, your choices are important, and who you have a connection with, as Fee said before about soul ties, that connection, when it comes to soul ties, you really find yourself saying things that you wouldn't usually say, doing things that you wouldn't usually do. You find personality traits that you never knew that you had, and that's because you picked it up.
Yes.
Off of that other person. So it's important that when it is your first time and you are choosing who to share that special moment with and to share your body with, you're intentional about that decision. Also because
She's trying to show me up, y'all. It's
Also
giving very
because
mature
an older
answer.
woman told me, choose the man, love the man that loves you more than you love him.
Better.
Because he's always going to put you first, always going to make up you a priority, and always going to make sure you're taken care of. So that's my advice for you if you are a virgin. And if you not, it's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of thotting and bopping. But as I said about being intentional,
Right.
all right, just make sure that if you out there, you're doing it, you're being safe, and you're intentional with who you're doing it with.
Okay, so I guess I'll do the follow-up. Well, what I would say is I have to agree with you, Tiwa. I definitely think that if you are a virgin, that take that seriously. Like, not everyone deserves a piece of you. So that's first and foremost. So be very cognizant and conscious of who you decide to give yourself to. And then when you do decide to give yourself to someone, make them work for it, baby. Make them work for it. Whatever your vision of losing your virginity is, it should be executed well.
It's a treasure.
It is. It absolutely is. Don't just do it just to get it over with. And when I say that, I mean, you should not be in nobody's car for your first time. And if that happened to be your first time, I'm sorry for calling y'all out. But you just should not be in nobody's car for your first time. And then the next thing is, if you are already, having sex, for me, my experience, I did not get to explore and even go through a whole phase. Like, I was booed up since the beginning of time. Okay. But explore that. Explore it if that's what you want to do, but do be cautious of the fact that there are soul ties, and soul ties are real. And most of the time you get tied down to somebody who just had good D, but they weren't good to you. Okay. So, you definitely don't want to have soul ties, but figure out a way that you can explore your body a little bit more. I will say that later in life, when you really begin to have emotional connections with people, it makes a difference. 100%. It makes your sexual experience different. And really, you can explore everything with that one person. You don't have to have sex with a lot of people to have different experiences. Okay, tap into these mini mood swings that we get and create these
your brand all in one.
All in one. So yeah, and that may, you'll see. If you're in college, getting ready to go to college, keep it to yourself. Give it to somebody who's worthy. Mm-hmm. Right. But remember that you're worthy even if you decide not to give it up.
Period.
Mm-hmm. And like we told y'all, starting this off, like these are they're boys. Like they're the children coming from their mom's house. So I mean, Tiwa, Quail, B, y'all tell me, like, what do y'all think about these kids having these expectations of like grown people at this point?
First of all, my name's Jenny, but that's okay.
I'm sorry.
I mean, she got it right because I did come first, so.
But guys, we have to remember that, right, we're in college, so they're young boys, right? And like we talked about how, the brain isn't fully developed until a certain age. And if they're in college, you know what I'm saying, they're not there yet. So you can't be expecting them to give something that they don't have. They're still learning, they're still maturing themselves. So our expectations are here, and they need to come down a little bit, baby.
Do they? Or do they just need to rise to the occasion?
The emotional intelligence side of things. Yes, the emotional intelligence side of things. True. Not your standards of what you want in a guy. Right, okay. No, or even your first time, like Fee was saying, you want all the bells and whistles, baby. You deserve it all. But when it comes to the emotional intelligence, like they have to grow. They really do have to grow up.
Yeah, I agree. I think, to piggyback off Jaquel, first of all, it also depends on, I came in as a freshman, and the person I was with was a senior. So he was just a mama's boy, I think. And, I get the whole single mother. Sometimes if you come in that household, you still be attached to your mama titty and whatnot. And you be thinking these women supposed to be out here catering to you.
Similac on your breath.
Listen, and you want me to be your mama and your wife, and you ain't really done shit. The dick barely hitting. And so it's just like manage your expectations. When you get, I'm serious. Like we really, you get into college because you think you in that grown mentality. You think these men is in that grown mentality space too, and they really don't be. Y'all really just figuring it out together. So you got to manage your expectations for where you are at in life.
And also, females mature faster than guys. So we put these expectations on these guys, but in actuality, we're far grown than they are mentally because they really are just kids. So
100%.
Well, we just hit y'all with a lot of information about some real sex talk as well as our personal experiences of what we went through.
Too personal, honey.
But the most important message we want to really get across to y'all is that we want you to just decide to, when you do take that sexual activity or opportunity to do that you do it safely and that you purposefully do it with the person that you feel like is the best for you, because you don't want to start having these outcomes that you ain't anticipate with your grown ass. So,
hello.
Right. You think you grown.
Right.
Okay. But you're going to have some grown consequences that you can't bring back. So you better think about it. But let us know what you think. Make sure you put it in our comments. Please like, comment, subscribe. And if you like this episode, you definitely gonna like the next one. Because we're talking about relationships over vision, which is when we are loving our person blindly in a relationship. And and you just don't know what to do with yourself. So stay tuned in.
Yes,
You always got tea.
That hard over vision will have you acting like I don't even know what.
Right. So until next time, this is Sis Simply Incredible Sisters, and we out.
Bye. Bye, sis.